Hello everyone, and welcome to the life and suffering of Sir Brante. I am a big fan of decision-making games, and I have never heard about this one. It got quite popular recently, so let's see if it is actually a good decision-making game, or just another imposter that tells you that decisions matter, while they don't. The new game. Enter your character's name, Sir Vinny Brante. Choose your name carefully. Other characters will address you exactly like this. Game mode. Chapter restarts and consequences. This is very interesting. You will be able to rewind to the beginning of any chapter you have completed and continue from that point. You will not be able to go back to previous chapters and change your decisions. Isn't that the entire point of decision-making games? You will live the character's life from start to finish and endure all mistakes and misfortunes. You will see the consequences of your possible choices in advance. This is the recommended game mode, as you will be able to direct the character's fate in the way you want. I can change it in menu. You will not see the consequences. This is quite interesting because for the first playthrough, it should always be Iron Man with hidden consequences, shouldn't it? You can always go back and restart chapters after your first playthrough, but in decision-heavy games, the first gameplay, in my opinion, should always be Iron Man mode, where you don't know the consequences, because you don't know the game. Yeah, we'll see. For our first playthrough, we are going disabled, hidden. Let's see. You hold the fate of a single man in your hands. You will follow his life from birth to death. Your choices shall define who Sir Brante will grow up to be. You will decide his personality, social status, and what mark he will leave on history. With every step he takes at your behest, Sir Brante's character will change and evolve. Your decisions will close some doors for him, but open many others. The world of Sir Brante's birth is a ruthless realm, where people are divided into estates. It is hard to be a hero here. Be ready to accept that Sir Brante cannot overcome every challenge in his path. Every hard choice will test his character and personal qualities. Often you will not be able to make the choice you would like to. It may happen because you choose different road earlier, exhausted your hero's willpower, or haven't earned the right position in society. Hero's willpower. It is hard to be a hero here. This is weird wording. So are we hero or are we not? Every victory will be a struggle, a path paved with bitter losses and gut-wrenching failures. Accept the tragedy. This is how you will create a gripping and unique tale for your hero. What will become of your Sir Brante, his loved ones, and his world? It all depends on you. Alright, so there are two types of decision-making games, right? The first one is in which you have a set character and you are basically role-playing as the character. And the second one is where you as the player do the choices for yourself. So I wonder, interesting. We will see who I am, who Sir Brante is.
The story of my life remains written on these pages. But my fate has always been my own. Every deed, every choice, every person I met made me what I am. Could I have taken a different path? Could I have found a different calling? Altered the very course of history? And what price would I have to pay?
Very nice. At the end of time, your fingers are stained with ink. Your breathing grows ragged. Your hands are shaking, yet the words begin appearing on the page before you one by one, clinging together to form a chronicle of your own life. Who are you, and how did you reach this end? You were born, raised, and lived your entire life in the blessed Arachnean Empire. In this land, a man's destiny is predetermined at the moment of his birth. Whenever a human or Arachnean, nobleman, priest, or low-born commoner, all bend to the divine will of the twin gods. Alright, and each life is not but a single cog in the universe's immeasurable machine. So like a real life. The memories come flooding back. They engulf you as a merciless wave, binding together days that are thrice dead and gone. The dreams of your childhood, your adolescence, your youth spent in the capital, years of peace teeming with life, and a war drenched in blood. There will be a war. High ranks and lowly deeds, opulent palaces, secretive city back streets, fields of battle, and faces, so many faces of the people you held dear, the people who walked this road by your side. Such was your life, now all exposed by ink erupting onto the page. With your every step you sought to change the world as you saw fit. The choices of your upbringing, the path you carved in your youth, the fruits of your struggle, the consequences of your sacrifice. All of it led you here, to the end of your time, and every choice had a price. Now, years and years later, the crossroads of your life echo in your memory, the pain and joy inextricably intermingled. Could you have taken a different path, chosen a different calling, found a different place in the world? You had the power to alter the very course of history. Now, on the verge of death, you struggle with doubt, seeking answers to the last and most crucial question of all, your life. All paths in life, why did you walk this one? Did you choose your own fate? Or was your life shaped by forces beyond your control? What determines a man's destiny? Oh, we are choosing now. The man himself, the world around him, a higher power, there is no destiny. Your life has always been yours to live. You made your own destiny. Your path was charted for you by the people, the age and the society in which you lived. Your destiny was forged by a power greater than your own will. Destiny does not exist. Human life is an exercise in chance. It is not governed by any laws. Well, is the canon answer this one? Because it says that there are two gods? Forged by power greater than your own will. But I guess we are not doing a knowledge check. This is our own choice, right? What do we believe in as the Sir? There is no destiny. Destiny does not exist. Human life is an exercise in chance. It is not governed by any laws. You stand tall and stare death in the face, unflinching. There was no higher power guiding your life. It was just a wild jig, a chaotic tangle of innumerable human wills, actions and accidents. The only thing that could even turn this chaos into an orderly narrative is the eternal human drive for storytelling. Your life had no greater meaning. You were neither cursed by fate nor guided by providence. And this is what made you truly free. But are you right about this? Is it all true? To learn the truth, you will have to return to the very beginning, remembering every step you took along the way. On these pages, the story of a man named Brante will live once more. Childhood, adolescence, youth, peacetime, the revolt. The peacetime is very long compared to the others. So let's start, I guess, in childhood. Chapter 1. Childhood. Is this us? No, We were 0 years, so we are the baby? Childhood, where life begins. First words, first unsteady steps. You are but a small child learning about the world in which you are born. To you, everything is so new, so baffling, and so unforgiving. A long, trying life stretches before you. So many feats and faults, so many fateful choices to come. Yet, you are already sowing the seeds of your future self. You are learning to live and survive in this world, looking for a place within it to call your own, choosing your future destiny. Who will you grow up to be? So I assume this will be a lot of text-heavy game. Interesting. In chapters Childhood, Adolescence, and Youth, you will live through your hero's coming of age. You will shape the protagonist's personality, his qualities and relationships. By the end of prologue, you'll determine the estate and future occupation of your hero. Only in adulthood will he start to influence the world around him, and even the ultimate fate of the Empire. Who will Finny Brante grow up to be? It's your call. Alright, so the first 3 chapters are making the protagonist. And only in adulthood we are starting to change the world. Interesting. Alright, let's see. So this is this one. Events in the personal life of the hero that can happen in this chapter. The fencing lesson. You dare to study fencing like your father, even though you have no right to it by birth. Conditions. Determination is at least 4. Train with father. Beyond. As a small child, you suffer your first death and rebirth. Condition. Suffer your first death. What? First death. I was assuming those are good events that can happen. So either death is something good that can happen in this universe, or it just mean that we can die as an event. There can be multiple deaths. Alright. An epiphany. You experience an insight when your mother tells you about the ways of the world and the lots of its inhabitants. Perception, at least 4. Play with the ends. Okay, this looks nice. Nobleman's Sacrament. You challenge the sacred order and attempt to seize the noble lot. Willpower, at least 0. Kiss the sword. Okay. So, sounds like I want an epiphany. A fencing lesson is nice, and sacrament, so we need at least positive willpower. I hope that is not difficult to get, and perception and determination at least 4. So perception at least 4, but we don't know if we are getting perception, right? That was the point of the choices. Interesting, we will see. Your personal qualities at this age determine which choices you may take. 0. Spineless. What? Your perseverance and strength of character, your ability to get your way. It affects your frame of mind and the skills you have when you grow up. Spineless, active, resolute, adamant. So it's 2, 2, 3, and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so at least getting to 2 would be nice. Perception 0 represents how attentive you are to other people and the world around you. Your ability to comprehend and learn. It affects your frame of mind and the skills you have when you grow up. Inattentive, curious, inquisitive, insightful. So this is the same thing as determination. Yes, 4 different things. Alright, that's interesting. And we wanted perception for the ends. Okay. Your inner strength and the number of lesser deaths that you have experienced. These qualities will stay with you for your entire life. Okay, willpower. Your remaining inner strength and readiness for action, you spend it on difficult choices. Exhausted, minus. Ready for action, full of power, prepared for anything. Alright, that's interesting. Death, untouched by death. After suffering a lesser death, one is reborn. One who dies a true death faces the judgment of the twin gods. So we can die three times, so we have 4 lives. That is so strange. Alright, true death. I have no idea if the death is supposed to be good or bad. I will assume it is bad, right? We will see. The section that opened in this chapter, Destiny screen, is now available. This is the personal life. 5 chapters. Back to scene. Personality screen. Winnie Brante. Yeah, nice. Age 0 years. Stay lowborn. Occupation. Growing up. Death. This is the thing that we saw. House of Brante screen is now available. Okay. Reputation 3. Tarnished honor. The honor of your family and your position in high society. It affects how the nobility treats your family. 0 is disgraced. Tarnished honor. Modest position. Renowned among nobles. Glorious house. So we need to put this up by at least 1 to get modest position. Wealth 5. Moderate means. The financial state of your family. The level of your income and possessions. Ruin, poverty. Moderate means, affluence. Prosperous house. We are 5. So we need to spend... Wait a second, this is how much wealth we have. Will we be spending, or is this just something that we need to get up? We will see. I guess we will be spending some, we will be getting some. Unity 7, peace. Represents how close and trusting your family is. It affects the fate of your family members. Hatred, quarrels and feuds, disagreements, peace, harmony. So we are 1 point from disagreements, like any family. Alright. Heir, Stefan Brante. Brother, +1. Robert Brante's son from his first marriage, and a noble by birth. From a young age, he has been striving to be first in all things and demonstrate his superiority to the family. Okay, but we have +1 relationship indifference. Family screen. Okay, Gregor Brante, grandfather. Relationship -1. Indifference. Is this the same as with the brother? Yes. So +-1 doesn't matter. The head of the Brante family and a nobleman of the mantle. Senior judge at the Anisot prefecture. He was the first person in the family to get an education and achieve a noble title. His dream is to see his family ennobled by the sword. Okay. I guess that is the kissing the sword. A fierce defender of the ancient order. He is preoccupied with arranging the future of his family line. So he has some ideas for what we are supposed to be, I guess. Robert Brante, father. +2, sympathy. Yeah, so we need 1 point with our brother. A nobleman of the mantle and a judge at... Also, this is the same as his father. Judge at Answer Prefecture. Following in the footsteps of his father, Gregor, he earned a noble title and a position at the prefecture. Prefecture. I don't know how to pronounce that. He works tirelessly in his judicial service for the sake of his family. He took your low-born mother, Lydia, as his second wife, thereby jeopardizing the family's noble future. Low-born mother Lydia. Alright, so he was noble, I guess. So this is the ex-wife, the first one. Amila Elborn. Status, true death. Your father's first wife passed away soon after giving birth to Stefan, never to be reborn. Stefan's birth mother, she died while giving birth to him. While she was a noblewoman of the sword and the sister of Augustine Elbor, powerful family friend. The marriage between her and your father was her grandfather's doing. Not much, okay. Amalia is said to have been a striking woman with a forceful personality who was proud of her noble origins. Interesting. Robert Brante's son from his first marriage and a noble by birth. From a young age, he has been striving to be the first in all things. Yeah, this is the one. Can we see ourselves? Oh, this is our just details, alright. Lydia Brante, this is mother. +2 sympathy. Oh, our parents like me. My parents, yes, our parents like me. Nice. A humble commoner from the outskirts of Anisot. Neither her lowly origins nor the fact that your grandfather directly forbade the marriage stopped your father from taking her into his home. She now manages the household and raises Robert's children. Your mother is devoted to her faith and insists that her children observe their lots. So she likes the faith, interesting. Yeah, these two will not like each other, right? And Gloria, sister. The illegitimate daughter of your mother, Lydia. She has never met her real father. Also, this is another stepdaughter. Okay. Her position in the family is precarious. Robert Brante has never acknowledged her as his own daughter. Your sister is a dreamer. She often has her head in the clouds and can act recklessly at times. Interesting family. So these two were nobles and had Stefan. Then he found Lydia with Gloria, I guess, from a different man. Basically adopted her, she adopted him, and had me as their child. Alright. Interesting. Let's continue. Begin chapter. Birth. Isn't this the death thing? I hope not. At first, there was nothing. No time, no sensation. Nothing but darkness and void. But then a will breathed life into nothingness. Matter and spirit were set in motion. History began its march. It was your turn to enter this world. Your first memory. You are lying on your back, blinded by a bright white light. You are not alone. Above you tower the colossal figures of these who created you. You are a part of them, and they are part of you. Between you and them is an inexplicable connection, a strong, unbreakable link. They will always watch over you, guard you, and protect you. Right? I guess parents? It hurts to breathe. You let out the pain in the form of desperate scream. Your creators extend their hands toward you. There are two of them. The ones who made you from their own selves and brought you into this world. They are united, yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you, struggling against each other. Alright. Is this their shadow? What is interesting? The first figure is soft and emphatic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates from it warps you. The love that emanates from it warps your head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from its never ending. Okay, yes, mother. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection, and a merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet there is also a third figure. It is like a shadow, barely seen behind them, yet already pulsing with an unbreakable will to live. It is the very will to live that is now growing ever stronger within you. Oh, is that supposed to be me? Okay. A soft open palm, a strong closed fist, a lingering, distant shadow. You struggle to loosen the swaddling clothes wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand into the world. Reach out to the palm. You grasp the first of the figures by the finger. You place a tiny hand on the second figure's closed fist. Or smile at the shadow. You smile at the figure standing behind them. Interesting. Reach out to the fist. Reach out to the palm. Smile at the shadow. So we just did our first thing. What is it? I don't think that smiling at the shadow makes that much sense right now. Reach out to the fist. Tiny hand on the second closest. Let's do this one. Reach out to the palm. You grasp the first of the figures by the finger. Your little palm awkwardly claps the soft finger. You explore your mother's hand by touch. She smiles gently as her arms wrap around you and lift you up. She smells of home, that indescribable smell, that feeling of safety that is second to none. Her embrace is the warmest place in the world, a place you want to stay for all eternity. Perception +1, initiative. Alright. Was this the consequence of my decision? I assume. So we need to increase the perception. So that was a good choice, I guess. For the ends. Birth, year 1180. Your life in this world begins. How will you live it? "19. 1 year old. Hide and seek. As the days go by, you learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breath and strong, cold hands. He visits you rarely. Robert Brante. Hello there, little Finny Brante. Hello, father. Mother's tender voice, however, follows you day and night. My, you're growing so quickly, my child. There are 2 more children in the family, named Stefan and Gloria. Gloria sings songs to you. She often dresses you in tight clothing and gently holds your hand as you learn to take your first steps. Stefan likes to sweep you up and pinch you and toss you into the air. Right? Oh look, this is your brother and sister. Yeah, you're my little brother. We're gonna play together, but I'll always be in charge, because you were born a commoner. Alright. Be quiet, you. He doesn't understand yet. Come on, baby Finny. Let's go play in the yard. Baby Finny. It is hot outside. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister's with another, as they help you walk down the giant stone stairs. Can kids walk at 1 year old? That's news to me. Didn't know that. Then you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky far above and away from you is a gigantic pillar, a perfectly straight stick made of light. It's so bright, it hurts to look at it. There in the sky. While you're staring at the shining pillar, it's not going anywhere, you know. Hey, I want to play hide and seek. Shining pillar, so this is something that I guess exists in this world. It's just a little baby. How is he gonna play? Then you hide him, and I'll try to find both of you. Oh no. You have no idea what they are talking about, but you support them with happy cooing? Alright. I don't know what is cooing, but we are happy about it. This is strange, but so exciting. Stefan and Gloria glance at each other. Then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, and starts shouting something. Gloria takes your hand and walks you through the yard. So we have a big garden. Your sister takes you behind some thick bushes by a tall wall. The light from that light stick on the horizon barely reaches here. You can see home from this place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Oh, Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger to her mouth for some reason. Then she's gone. Ants! I want the ants. You can no longer hear Stefan's voice. Gloria is nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time, completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? You can cry loudly. You start crying, hoping to be found. On your way home, you get up off the ground and start crawling through the bushes to find your way back home. Sit there and wait. You start playing with leaves and twigs and little bugs. Oh yes, we are playing with twigs and little bugs. Let's sit there and wait. The bush is covered with leaves, swaying in the wind. You brush through them with your fingers. The twigs and branches are stiff and will not bend. They are different from the blades of grass. Down on the ground you see a group of bugs carrying a little twig. You grab it from them. They are so funny. One of the bugs crawls on your finger and bites it. Just enough to sting a little. You are bitten. You hear brisk steps, then the leaves and twigs rustling and parting. Your mother leans over you. You greet her with a happy face and show her the finger with the bug on it. So that's where they took you. Mother picks you up, puts you to her chest, and pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stand behind her, clearly feeling guilty. Gloria is in tears. Stefan keeps staring at his feet. You hug Mother tightly. She is here now. Perception +1. Curious. Oh, we are curious. We like bugs. Year 2. The Great Descent. Another memory. You are still a little child, but you can already talk and run around on your own. So we are 2 years old, and you're already talking, alright. Today is out of the ordinary. Mother is busy around the house, giving orders to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations and candles being lit. Even your older brother Stefan is quiet today. Mother takes your hand and brings you to your sister Gloria. My son, today is the Great Descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descend to us. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so you just do everything your sister says from now. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys here, no chairs. Even the carpet has been taken away. There is nothing there but a bare wooden floor. Alright? Today we are not allowed to go to any other rooms, and we will be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread. On the day of the Great Descent, everyone must be where they belong. What does it mean where they belong? Is this for humans, or is this where the nobles and the others? Is it mixing faith and the... how is it called? Noblessness or noblelessness? It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door are all you can hear. You are sitting on the cold floor, confused, with no idea what to do. Then you hear your sister's voice, a lonely sound in the empty room. It is a little song that Mother taught her. You hold your breath as you listen to it. When the twins came down to earth, they brought lots for every birth. Let us count them, 1, 2, 3. The twins made them for you and me. Nobles rule and bravely fight. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand, guide us by the twins' commands. Common people work and toil, always patience, never spoiled. Live your lot where you were born. To the day when you pass on, know your lot and know your prayer, for the twins see everywhere. You are transfixed by the tune. Of course, I'm always in the tune. Gloria notices your gaze, and a smile creeps across her face. You like the rhyme, don't you, Finny? Do you know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended to us from the shining pillar. Remember that pillar of light on the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar anytime, from anywhere in the world. Is the world flat in here? If you follow your lot as you live, you will reach the peak of the pillar. And if you don't, you will get eternal torment at the foot. Right? You and I are lowborn. Mom is a commoner too. So the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard, understand? The priests are the nobles. And the nobles have other lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priests, well, I'm not really sure what they do. But I guess they talk to the twins and then teach everybody. Gloria stares at you intently. Did you get it, silly? Then she shakes her head and keeps singing the song over and over again. Her voice transfixes you, drawing you in. The room starts to glow like the sky. From the light emerge 2 figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your sister's shoulder. The other stands guard behind her back. You watch this happening before your very eyes, unable to turn away. So these are the gods, the twins? So it is not some kind of shut up lowlife. It is some kind of rule of the world that exists. Interesting, alright. Gloria is swaying to the song, unaware of what is happening. She sings the final verses once more. Know your lot and know the prayer. You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself somehow. You feel words condensing with you from the light. But what will these words be? Finish the song properly. You join your sister and finish the song the same way you heard it. Sing the last line wrong. You shout out words of your own instead of the last line of the song. Let's finish it properly. Know your lot and know the prayer, for the twins see everywhere. You sing the last line together with Gloria. Your sister looks up. Your sister looks up at you in surprise and gives you a nod. The shining pair standing behind her back turn to look at you. You can feel their gaze piercing you from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Gloria turns her head to look at where you were staring. So they noticed me, alright? And I felt piercing gaze from top to bottom. Doesn't say if it was good or bad, just that they know. Did you see something, Finny? You shake your head. Not anymore. Perception +1. Curious. Oh my god, we are so perceptive. One more time and we are inquisitive. Childhood, 3 years. Spring, the origin. You are starting to understand more and more of what the adults say. Your family is an unusual one. Your father is a nobleman, but not by birth. This is a title earned through great service. But your mother is a low-born woman, a commoner. Because of this, you were born a commoner. But father says you may yet come under nobility. So he also is not a noble by birth. Title earned through great service. So we will become noble by great service? Interesting. You learn to read at an early age. Together with mother, you read and learn by heart the many poems about the divine twins, the twin gods who reside upon the shining pillar. Mother calls the poems prayers. Again and again, you try to discern the shapes of the gods in the strip of holy light that shines in the sky all day and night, but the light is too blinding to gaze upon. So it shines even in night? I guess it is not a big shine like a sunshine, just some kind of lesser shine. The greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer an insurmountable obstacle. Now you can climb and even jump from step to step. Father urges you to be more careful and avoid climbing too high. But even though you keep falling, you never stop being curious about the world around you. Your older brother Stefan now spends less and less time playing with Gloria and you. Playing with commoners is beneath a nobleman to be, he says. So Gloria calls him names and Stefan pulls her pigtails. One fine evening, father gathers you all in the sitting room with an announcement. You will have another little brother or sister soon, alright? Gloria asks him to bring home a little sister. Another brother would be too much. Stefan gets frustrated. There are too many little siblings getting in his way as it is. Soon you'll be an older brother too. And it doesn't really matter who the youngest will be. A boy, a girl. You will love them the most. Well, let's hope that the mother will not die, as one already did. When father comes back from his trips, he reads his adult books aloud for you. Alright. You find those stories of wars, generals, and rebellions quite enchanting, and father approves of your fascination. Study hard, and maybe one day you'll become a noble of the mantle and earn your sword. But first, you need to grow up. Growing up, the concept is as terrifying as it is alluring. The lot of suffering. You keep staring at the carpet under your feet. You are both ashamed and proud, and it feels odd. A scratch on your hand stings a little. Stefan is standing next to you, sniffling from pain. Your brother was training in the yard with a wooden sword. You wanted to play with him, but he ended up getting angry and throwing the sword at you. The stick hit you in the shoulder. You picked it up and hit him with it. Good. You see mother's shoes walking to and fro on the carpet. You do not want to look up. You would rather not see her angry. She's not as gentle to you these days. Why did you hurt Stefan, Finny? You stammer out of explanation. He hit you first. You just hit him back. How dare he pester me like that? When I grow up, I'm gonna hit you with a real sword. Mother shushes you both and speaks to you again. Her voice is stern, and yet you can still feel her concern for you. Even if Stefan hits you, you cannot hit him back. You are my son, and I was born a commoner. Our lot is to suffer, but your brother was born from a noble father and a noble mother. His sacrament is coming soon, and he will rule over the likes of us. Alright, doesn't mean he has to be throwing swords at me. If you hurt a noble, you must be punished. That is your lot. And the sooner you learn it, the better for our entire family will be. Well, what this means is that if he hurts me, then I have to hurt him as much for what he did to me and what I will be punished for. So I need to hurt him a lot more. That's how the justice will be served. Now Stefan looks at you in triumph. You look at a mother in fear, not sure what to do now. Accept your punishment. Conditions met. Personality. I have more than 0 willpower. So I can accept my punishment? You accept your guilt and tell mother you are ready to be punished. Deny your guilt. You continue to insist that you are not guilty and will be punished no matter what. Demand an explanation. You demand that mother explain why things are like this. Do I want to demand punishment? Excuse me. Do I want to demand an explanation? I'm thinking about accepting the punishment. Like, okay, we know there are gods, we know some things are like they are. But I think I will demand an explanation. As a free lord, mother, I demand an explanation. You start asking questions. Why were you born a commoner if your father is a noble? If you have your father's name, why can't you have his lot? And why can't you choose a lot for yourself if you don't like the one that you have? Mother is stunned by all these questions. You are peppered her with. Okay. Don't you dare ask me about that, Finny. I'll violate my lot if I start explaining it all to you. I am a commoner, not a priest. Well, you should have told me that only priests can give me these answers. You are flogged in front of your entire family. The pain burns on your skin again and again. Tears keep rolling down your cheeks, as it feels like punishment will never end. It hurts to walk when you are finally let go. You slowly climb the stairs and walk to your room. You see a book on your bed, The Teaching of Isatius, Volume 2. Your tears have dried now. You begin to read, slowly marking your way through the difficult words. Well, I couldn't read these words. Every death of the body bringeth the soul ever closer to the twin's judgment. And when the body dieth a true death, the soul soareth to the shining pillar. Twin gods do judge every soul, and their judgment is stern and unforgiving. He who followeth his lot in life from birth shall melt in bliss atop the peak of the shining pillar. Oh, another inquisitive, alright. The words confuse and elude you, instilling fear and awe. You will read this mysterious book again and again as you grow up. We are inquisitive. That's 4. We need 3 points to be insightful. We have 0 in all other stats, right? Interesting. Gloria's rhymes. Mother mostly stays in her chambers now. With each day passing, She grows heavier and her features get rounder. It gets difficult for her to walk, but she still smiles all the time. One day she takes your hand and puts them on her big belly, and you feel a movement deep inside her. Oh, you will have another brother or sister soon. Gloria takes you on walks to the yard now. You explore the yard together under the evening light of the pillar, and she sings you song and tells you amazing stories. Hey Finny, you want to hear a rhyme? I wrote it myself. There's even a bit about you, but don't tell anyone, okay? Writing poems and song is only for nobles. If mommy hears about it, I will get flogged. Remember how you got flogged for hitting Stefan? Or Judge is my second father. In the past I had another. Mother says the twins are great, says we should not fight our fate. Father loves to jump around. Please don't fall down on the ground. I see, I wrote a little rhyme. Please don't tell them this is mine. It is mine, right? She can rhyme, but I cannot read. That's the problem. But today your sister is nowhere to be seen. She promised to take you to the old pond and show you the red frogs that live in there. But then she vanished. The servants join you in your search. Even mother leaves her chambers when she hears the commotion. Finally you find Gloria in the far corner of the garden. She's holding a quail in sheets of paper covered in poetry. Alright. She's sneaking away with poems. Mother becomes angry the moment she sees it. She looks through the poetry, and her face grows dark with rage. Gloria is standing before her, wringing her hands and looking for an opportunity to run, but there seems to be no escape. What is this nonsense, Gloria? We talked about this. You are told to take care of your little brother. You are absolutely not allowed to entertain yourself with this writing. I can decide that for myself, Mom. We don't even know how old they are, do we? No, you cannot. It has already been decided by the gods. And he's not a little brother anymore. He doesn't need a nanny. And I need some time alone to think for myself. I'm not hurting anyone. You are a commoner and a future wife. It's time you learn how to properly care for children. Had a disgraceful former father kept me in his house. You could have been born a noble, but this is not our fate. And you are absolutely forbidden from ever spoiling paper and wasting ink again. Alright, let's see. Had your disgraceful former father kept me in his house, you could have been born a noble. Wait a second. It said that only 2 nobles can have noble children. If he was a noble, then she had to be a noble. Does this mean that she's not noble just because she wasn't... because she was thrown away from the house? Interesting. Mother grabs Gloria firmly by the hand and takes you both into the house. The scribbled sheets fly into the fireplace. Gloria sobs violently. You are a bystander to this scene, unsure of how to act. Complain about your sister. You complain to Mother about how Gloria often leaves you alone. Determination more than 2. Offer to write rhymes with her. Perception more than 2. When nobody can hear you, you offer to write poems with Gloria. Comfort your sister. Willpower more than 0. You comfort Gloria and say that Mother is wrong. Leave the room. You retreat to your room without saying a word. This means... is it spending the perception? We know that willpower can go to negatives, and we have 0. I'm thinking about comforting her, but I'm a little worried about the willpower going down. You retreat to your room without saying a word. I don't think I want to write rhymes with her. I also don't think I want to comfort her. Yeah, let's just go. You slip out of the sitting room and go back to the playroom before the scene reaches a conclusion. You can still hear Mother yelling and Gloria crying behind your back as you leave. Back in the playroom, you start building a formidable fortress out of wooden blocks. Busy yourself. If only you had toy soldiers to storm it. A little later, the playroom doors opened. Gloria, you're not mad at me, are you? You shake your head. Can I stay with you for a while? You nod and return to your game. Gloria sits on the floor in a faraway corner of the room. Willpower plus 10. Full of power. Oh, we are full of power. Readiness for action. You spend it on difficult choices. Alright, so I assume that when there is the door, we are spending the willpower. And when we are not choosing a door option, we are gaining willpower. So if I will gain willpower one more time, I will have 20. The question is, how much willpower are we spending? Because we had 0, that would be minus 10. But I assume it will be like lesser, maybe 5. So two choices for every running away, maybe. Let's continue. Childhood, 4 years. '22, winter, the coming sacrament. Mother is in her armchair, knitting woolen jackets, pants, and socks for the little one. The baby will need to be kept warm, she says. Mother spends less time at home now. Mother says he's very busy with his important job. He's a judge after all. The baby will need to be kept warm. So this is a year later, but it's not entire year because she is still pregnant. So like, let's say 8 months. Well, unless the humans have different birthing periods. One day you decide to ask Mother about Stefan and Gloria. How come they are brother and sister to you, but not siblings to each other? Well, my dear, I didn't give birth to Stefan, you see. He's the son of another mother, and Gloria is the daughter of another father. Come on now, don't knit your brow like that. You'll understand when you are older. How is that even possible? We are all family, are you not? Yeah, that's interesting. They might not see each other as family, especially Stefan. If he thinks he is noble, that he is better. I can smell some problems between those two. Several days later, Mother calls Stefan and Gloria to the sitting room. You sneak in after them. At first, Mother gets angry and asks you to leave, but then she relents. You are told to sit still, be quiet, and remember every word you hear. When you enter the temple, bow to the twins. First to the elder one on the right, and then to the younger on the left. Stefan, you are a nobleman to be, so walk along the side paved with marble, where the benches are. Gloria, you walk along the sharp side. When you are there, you must get down on your knees. Each on your own side. Stefan, kiss the sword. Gloria, my daughter, they will strike you with the lash. Don't be afraid of it. Resign yourself to the suffering it brings. It is the blessing of your lot. Gloria doesn't like the idea of the lash. There's a tense feeling in your chest as well. You are told to remember this. Will the lash strike one you? Will the lash strike you too one day? Yes, it will, I guess. On the next day, they take your brother and sister to the temple. You run towards them when they finally come back. The back of Gloria's dress is soaked with blood. Blood! She's hunched a bit, sobbing quietly. Stefan is putting his... What am I speaking? Excuse me. Stefan is putting on airs, acting prouder than ever. Can read for some reason. Nothing else looks different about them. It's like all is the same, and yet everything has changed. Interesting. So the sacrament is something special. Each of them has accepted their lot. So you are accepting your lot there. Stefan Brante, relation, 0 indifference. Yeah, so he will think I'm lower, beneath him, just went down. Unity, -1. Disagreement. And I assume that it will be just because of Stefan. Brother and sister sacrament. Your siblings Stefan and Gloria took their sacrament at the temple. How do you become a priest? You eye the little bundle in your father's arm with curiosity. Behind the many layers of swaddling clothes is your newborn baby brother. Mother is glowing and smiling with joy. Stefan and Gloria are also there, all excited. You promise yourself you're going to be the best big brother in the world. You'll never hit him, oh no. The two of you will play together and tease Stefan together and help Mother together and go on so many adventures together. It feels so strange to be an older brother. Just the other day, you were the youngest in the family, but everything is different now. Your parents name your little brother Nathan, and Mother spends day and night by his side. And Nathan cries all the time, day and night. Mother barely gets any sleep. She's so worn out, she starts forgetting things. Like today, for instance, she forgot her knitting in the armchair in the sitting room. You'd better bring it back to her as soon as possible. You run to Mother's bedroom. You miss her smile so much. You walk in without saying hello and give her the knitting, but instead of gratitude, you get an ice-cold, exhausted stare. Nathan is also there, screaming all the time. Why is he screaming? Go away, Finny, you're bothering me. She spits these words out through her teeth. You look at the bubbling newborn. She can't even get a minute of respite. Enough already. When are you going to stop? I just want some peace and quiet. Mother leaps across the room and starts shaking Nathan with malice in her eyes. His cries get even louder. She looks so tired from his never-ending screams. She seems to be within an inch of smashing him against the wall. Somebody has to do something. You are scared of your mother right now, but you fear for Nathan's life much more. What is this? Relations. Lydia Grant, grateful. We could have increased the relations with Lydia somehow. You run up to Mother to calm her down. Snatch Nathan from her. We have high willpower. You take Nathan from Mother and run away. Redirect her anger to yourself. You try your best to bring her back to her senses. Call Father for help. You run to Father's study as fast as you can and ask him to calm her down. So either calling Father or redirecting anger to yourself. Let's not bring Father to this. We will redirect her anger to ourselves. Mother keeps shaking Nathan violently, and you cannot stay away any longer. He is no longer bowling. He is no longer bowling, he is shrieking. Just leave me alone. But then out comes your voice, so loud it drowns out their cries. No, it's not Nathan's fault, Mother. You are just tired. Please don't do anything to my little brother. If you have to punish somebody, punish me instead. He is too young. You won't understand. Your mother freezes and looks at you. Her two eyes narrow slit. Her stare is cold and full of pure wrath. So pure you cannot help but recoil in fear. She is angry. Okay. Are you trying to teach me how to take care of a child? You are giving me lessons of calming a newborn baby? You are insolent, insipid, nagging know-it-all. It's time you learn your place. She puts Nathan on the bed sheets, then moves towards you. You step back, but a closed door blocks your way. She slaps you across the face. Your ears ring from the heavy blow, and your cheek burns from her wrath. You wince and close your eyes, expecting a second slap, but nothing comes. Nothing but Mother's heavy breath and Nathan's shrill cries. Then there is a knock on the door. You step aside. Father walks in. He looks at you, clenching a reddened cheek. At the bowling baby, at Mother, her eyes red with rage and tears, her breath heavy and ragged. Go to your room, son. I will join you soon. You do as you are told. Back in your room, you press your aching cheek against the cold window, hurt and dazed by what just happened. Soon enough, Nathan stops crying. You hear Father's heavy footsteps in the hallway. He comes into your room and sits on the bed next to you. Son, please do not be angry with your mother. The twins know she wishes nobody any harm. This is a difficult time for her, but we will make it through it as a family. You stepped up to protect your brother. You acted like a little nobleman today. I am proud of you. Your mother and Nathan are resting now. How bad does it hurt? Determination +1. Oh, nice. We are just still spineless. But getting at least +1 more determination would be nice. You shake your head. Not bad, but your hand still aches. It clutches the cheek. Father embraces you with a sorrowful smile and gingerly pats you on the head as you press your forehead into his housecoat. Things grow calm now. The troubles have passed, and you are quietly happy. Your younger brother Nathan is born. Alright, 5 years old. This event is consequence of your previous actions. The ant farm. Conditions met. Perception larger than 4. Alright. Interesting. Your younger brother Nathan is growing. Mother spends more time with the rest of the family now. You help her and play with your brother and take care of him when she asks. You often go to Mother's room to sit at the foot of her bed after Nathan falls asleep. She reads to you the sacred book and asks you about the things you learned all day. During these moments, you see the world through her eyes as well. One day, the door of your room opens and she brings in a large box covered with pieces of cloth. It is rare for you to see her so overjoyed. She sets the box on the floor and removes the cloth. The box under the cloth is made of glass and has a wooden base. Inside, you see a layer of earth shaped into carefully crafted passages. and these passages are full of hard-working ants. Okay, you're getting an ant farm. Finny, this is my gift to you, an ant farm. It's a little world in a small box. We can watch them through the glass. Look, this is the queen ant. She is the reason all these little ants were born. You sit by the box together. You hold your breath as you watch the ant colony at work. There turns to be method to the ants, chaotic movements. Every single of them has a task to perform. Some of them have larger mandibles. They are protectors of the colony. They can draw blood from your fingers. Others work all around the colony, repairing the walls and cleaning any debris from the passages. There are also workers who collect food you put in special tray, leaves, bits of meat, maggots, and bring it to the rest of the colony. You take a worker ant and put it right next to the food. However, the insect has no interest in it. It starts circling around the tray aimlessly. Mother takes the stray ant, and puts it back where it belongs. Alright. Why did you do that, my son? The ants cannot do what they weren't born to do. Each of them was born for their own job. You shake your head slowly. If only the ants could do whatever they wanted them to. This is your gift now, so they belong to you. Or maybe Mother's presence is the reason they won't obey you. Keep playing with Mother, or play by yourself. You offer to go outside together and find some bugs to feed the ants. You ask Mother to leave you alone. That's an interesting question. If only the ants could do whatever you want them to do. This is your gift now, so they belong to you. Let's keep playing with Mother. Mother's look is full of warmth and love. Nathan and Gloria and Father are away right now. For the first time in a long while, it is just two of you, and Mother takes great joy in watching over the ant farm. She shares her knowledge of the world with you. The things she tells you are true. Alright, we know that she's truthful. You move closer to her and suggest going outside and finding some bugs for the ants. She agrees to this happily and holds your hands as you leave the house. Soon you are busy catching bugs and sharing your thoughts on how the ants will feed the colony with them. From time to time you laugh together, making up stories about errant flies and caterpillars overthrowing the ant kingdom. Oh, hello there! Very slight foreshadowing. You and Mother hold hands as you return to your room. She can't help but smile. It is a faint smile, a child's smile, a smile full of sunlight. You are so happy to have seen the world through her eyes today. Alright, Lydia. Relation +1, sympathy. Can I see... No, this is the personality. I want to see how the... So this is 0. +2 is sympathy, alright. So maybe more +1. Another +1 will be even better. You will see. A willpower +5. Full of power. Okay. Very nice. Like to spend the willpower. Toy soldiers. You wake up to Father's touch on your shoulder. He is finally back home after a long trip. Finny, today is your special day. Day when you begin your studies. Now teachers will be coming to our home to teach you, and you must do everything they say. Be diligent in your studies, and you will grow closer to the nobleman's lot. And since you must remember this day, the present is in order. Lydia, get our little schoolboy dressed. I'm taking him to the market district. Stefan wants to come with you too, but father shushes him sternly. This is your day. Your elder brother is hurt to hear this, but stays quiet. An open carriage takes the two of you through the dusty, noisy city streets, a pleasant wind rustling your hair. Your city is called Anisot. That you already know. It is one of the largest cities in the entire empire. There is a big shadow on the street. It comes from the white foliage of an enormous tree that spreads its branches all above the city. My son, did you know that a silver tree grew from the blood of our God's own disciples? It has been growing here for hundreds of years, right in our city. It cannot be damaged or burned. Not even the clergy knows why. The carriage comes to a halt by a small shop next to the city square. You run there and freeze by the stalls in excitement. The shop is packed with dolls and figurines and toys. You have never seen so many at once before. Have you chosen your present yet? Others ask. You have. You won the Holy Order set, which includes several figurines of the Empire's greatest warriors of all time. You rattle off everything you know about the Holy Order. They were the ones who aided the Emperor's own forces in seizing the province of Magra and storming our city. That's how we joined the Empire. Father nods in approval. Very well. War isn't your lot for now, but maybe these toy soldiers will teach you to think like a general. We will lead them into battle and study military strategy. Go ahead, take your present. Having said this, Father turns away to examine the books. You run to the box of toy soldiers, delirious with excitement. But there is a fancy-dressed boy in your way. He is about to take your warriors for himself. He elbows you aside and reaches for the box. Anger overcomes you, and you push him from behind. Your opponent falls to the floor. Okay. Do they have swords and whips? It looks like an angel sword. Let's hope he is not a noble. The rich boy screams so loudly, everybody in the shop hears it. He hit me, he hit me. A tall tower of a man looms over you. This is the boy's father. But then you feel your own father's hand on your shoulders. What happened? You press against your father, your mind more at ease now. He will protect you. Yes, you shove the boy to the floor in front of everyone, but he tried to take your present for himself. Father turns you around to face him when he hears these words. It is true, Finney. Did you strike the son of a nobleman? We can deny our guilt. We quietly say that it was an accident. You tell your father that you repaid the imputed boy in kind. You step between the adults and say it was all your fault. Personality, willpower is larger than 0. So we can say that it was an accident. We can say that we repaid the debt. Yeah, let's do the truth. It isn't fair to blame you without letting you speak too. You didn't want to shove this stupid boy. He was the one who shoved you first. But the angry nobleman, the boy's father, will not let you finish. Nobody cares a whit for your so-called truth, little lowborn. The law is the law, and punishment is due. Your father nods in agreement to these words, no matter how sad they make. They lead you and the nobleman's son out of the shop. You are told to bow to him and show humility. A bad feeling sends a shiver down your spine. With Satisfied grin on his face, the boy swings his arm and slaps you on the cheek. He strikes you again and again. Enough. He got what he deserved. We are leaving. Get out of our way. Your head is swimming from the heavy blows. You return to your senses back into your bed, with servants treating your face. Mother stays by your side all day. So we didn't even get the gift? Come on. Oh, determination, we are active now. The morning after, you find a little box on your bed with the tin soldiers of the Holy Orders inside. You paid dearly for your stubbornness. Alright, 6 years old. Summer. Family dinner. Today father ordered the dinner table to be brought out into the yard. For the first time in months, he is home, outside of the confines of his always locked study. He spent the entire day playing with Nathan and you, discussing various matters with Stefan, now an adolescent, and walking in the garden, and now a dinner under the open sky. Your entire family gathers together, with father at the head of the table smiling. He asks each of you about your studies. Nathan climbs up on his knee and recites a counting rhyme in a funny, sing-song voice. Stefan mentions that his fencing teachers praised his accomplishments. He rises from the table together with father to show his skills in a practice duel. Wait a second, Stefan? Oh, Nathan is the small one, yeah, Nathan is the big one. Next comes Gloria's turn. She stands on her chair and recites a lengthy prayer by heart. Mother showers your sister with praise. Father chuckles quietly, hiding a smile in his mustache. When your turn comes, you recite all the ranks in the legions, from common soldier to high commander. Stefan listens to you with a skeptical look on his face. Night slowly falls, but the servants ensure that the yard is well illuminated. You don't feel cold in the dusk together. It feels good, yet so important. All of your family together, sitting at the same table. No fighting, just smiles. No arguing, just pleasant small talk. Then a servant approaches father with a letter in his hand. He reads it in the dim light, and each line gradually washes the smile of father's face until only a stone-cold mask remains. Mother looks at father with an unspoken question in her eyes. Gregor Brante is coming back to Arizona. Anizot. He is the head of our family, my father. Alright. Granddad is coming. Your grandfather Gregor Brante returned to the family home from the capital. Let's see what happens. It said in his bio that he wants the entire family to prosper or something, right? So it cannot be that bad. Ever since the news of grandfather's impending arrival, there has not been a single day when the house has not been clean or decorated. Your parents anxiously make sure everything is in order. They tell you to wash your face and hands after walks and scold you for leaving books on the floor. They tell Gloria she will be flogged if she is ever seen hiding in the attic. They make Stefan stay in his room. Even baby Nathan gets in trouble. Everyone is on edge. Then one day grandfather arrives. It is a grim day, so hot your neck is sticky with sweat. Father, mother, Stefan, Gloria, you and Nathan, the entire Brante family, stands on the porch in front of the house. The house servants lined up behind you. The carriage arrives, and out steps a tall, gaunt old man with a heavy walking stick and a heavier gaze. You cringe instinctively, and you cringe. Good health to you, father. Children, greet your grandfather as you have been taught. Still, trying to look like a real nobleman, are you? You can't fool me, Robert. I was the first of Brante family to be ennobled by the mantle, and I'm the only one who remembers how to bear this burden properly. I live honorably by my lot. Your marriage to that low-born wench cut us off the Alright, wench, cut us off. This is so hard to read. Your marriage to that low-born wench cuts us off from ever becoming nobles of the sword. My progeny would have been born bearing noble blood. Why she can become a noble? I mean, she can do a task, right? How was it called? The giant task that transforms a low-born wench into a noble. Father, I beg you, this is not the place. Grandfather eyes him with scorn and walks into the house, the entire family following close behind him. I have been away far too long. The entire house is a mess. This is an insult. How can you live in such a pigsty, Robert? The servants have grown far too lazy, all thanks to your commoner of a wife. I warned you, didn't I not? And yet, you did as you saw fit. And the children, what do they know of tradition or honor? They're being raised in a virtuous family, father. And now you are speaking like a lowborn who's content to live in humility. Twins willing. Now that I am here, this will not happen again. So humility is for the lowborns? Interesting. I am taking your oldest son to the capital. I see you cannot provide Stefan with a proper education, so I will correct your mistake. Your brother's fate has been decided just like that. Father does not object. He orders the servant to prepare Stefan for the journey. Stefan freezes in place, glancing at grandfather and father again and again. The latter puts a hand on his shoulder reassuringly. Grandfather's lips are a tight line, white and contempt. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Because Stefan is supposed to be a noble, and grandfather thinks he is a noble. So when he takes his noble grandson to the capital, we get rid of two pricks. That's nice. The house is examined, room after room. Everything grandfather sees is showered with scorn. He scoffs at a crease on a blanket, in Nathan's crib, in mother's bedroom. He mocks Gloria's knitting in her room. The door to your room is next. Alright, so he doesn't care about his family at all. What is this, Robert? 10 soldiers in your younger son's room? He was born a commoner. I won't have him daydreaming of battle. Grandfather seizes the box containing 10 soldiers of the Holy Order. Your father stays silent. Anger and fear boil within you. This is your big present from the first day of your studies. It means so much to you. But what if he is right? What if you need to prove your right to command the toy soldiers first? Grandfather shakes his head in disapproval and shoves the toy box into a roaring fireplace. If you wait too long, they will melt in the flames. Oh, we can rescue them. Determination needs to be at least 4. I would do that. Watch them melt helplessly. Grandfather is right. These toys are nothing but a distraction from your studies. Burst into tears, you start crying, overwhelmed by the horrible sight. Strike grandfather. Driven mad by anger and injustice, you kick grandfather in the leg. This actually sounds like the best thing. I mean... yeah, I think I would do this, but we need a determination. I don't think bursting into tears... This would just prove grandfather right. So we will watch. The wood crackles, the tin melts. The unpleasant smell of burning paint fills the room. Father grimly orders the servants to douse the fire and clean the mess. That was your birthday present just a few moments ago. You watch the servants at work with a strange fascination, experiencing an odd feeling of freedom. It all seems right now. It's time for you to grow up. Grandfather leaves to examine the other rooms of the house. We got willpower. I thought that we will lose it because of the door. +5 and perception +1. Inquisitive. We still need 2 perception to be insightful. Alright. Prepared for anything. '24. Fall. The master of the house. Soon, grandfather leaves. Your elder brother Stefan goes with him. From that day on, father's hired teachers tend to you alone. They bore you with monotonous lectures on writing, counting, and the way of life in the blessed Arcanian Empire. You often distract yourself from your instruction by playing with your younger brother Nathan. Your home grows quiet without your elder brother. Too quiet. I mean, that's nice, isn't it? Weeks later, your family receives a letter from Stefan. Grandfather has sent him to a boarding school for nobles, and he is now studying hard in preparation for his service as a nobleman. The rules here are way too strict. You can't even sneeze without the teacher's permission. But I've been studying with my peers. We are learning how to live as nobles in a noble society. We are also learning the art of swordplay. That's my favorite part. Oh, that's Stefan. With Stefan now at the boarding school, grandfather arrives once more, this time to live in your home. The only good thing is that he often has urgent business in Eterna, the capital of the empire, and has to travel there. One day you ask mother where he lived before. In Eterna, she says, but now his place is here. For a nobleman, shouldn't he have a better house if he hates commoners that much? Each time grandfather returns, he gives the servants new orders. Your home is now always busy with repairs. The servants are redecorating grandfather's chambers, including his library and sitting room. So this is the grandfather's house. And we would need to move away. Alright. Sometimes father tries to gently talk him out of this. Why subject the house to constant reconstructions? Grandfather's answer is always the same. This home is mine, and I will live here as befits a man of the nobility. Alright, again, this home is mine, and I will live here as befits a man of nobility. So he really, really thinks of himself as a noble. Some days grandfather stays home, and on those days you try your best to stay out of his sight. But there is no way you can avoid family breakfast. The food is there, but you cannot bring yourself to eat it. Mother's eyes are red and swollen. She has been crying all night again. Grandfather sits at the head of the table, where nobody used to sit before. Robert, it is high time your youngest sons underwent their sacraments. Sir Brante, please, let them live free of the lots for a while longer. They are but... Shut your mouth. Robert, that wife of yours is impertinent enough to interrupt me. If this ever happens again, she'll be eating her gruel with the servants in the kitchen. Excuse me. If this happens again, she'll be eating her gruel with the servants in the kitchen, where she belongs. It is time you considered a real marriage, Robert. Want a woman of a proper station. Gloria drops her fork. Grandfather shoots her a scathing look. Tears rolls down mother's cheek. Father does not look away from the plate, his hands clenched into fists. Baroness L. Ludder is one such woman. She is a comely widow and a fine match. She is suing for her inheritance right now and could use proper support and a husband. You can keep your lowborn Lydia around if you like. Servant, mistress, I don't care. Interesting. I will not do that, father. I am the head of this family, and the family standing took a severe blow after you married that commoner. It is unthinkable. How could you give up the memory of the beautiful Amalia L. Bourne for this lovely woman and that bastard child of hers? But now you have a chance to set things right. Don't disappoint me. Interesting. Very interesting. Father nods cursedly, trying not to look in mother's direction. Father, I wish to see Stefan. If I find your conduct in the Baroness' presence satisfactory enough, then you may see him. She is coming for a visit tomorrow. Be prepared. Grandfather wipes his mouth with his napkin, throws on his plate and leaves. Mother's lips move silently. Nobody says a word. And father stands up and orders you and the other children back to your rooms. Need to speak to mother in private. Father comes to your room before bedtime. He sits on the edge of the bed and adjusts a crease on the woolen blanket. He distances himself. He distances himself from you after Stefan's departure, so you are not used to such attention from him. In the candlelight, you can see his face in the dark. There is a sour expression on it. My son, Baroness Emma L. Ludder will be visiting us tomorrow. Please be polite and treat her with respect. Nathan will do as you do. I want this dinner to be as immaculate as possible. Don't let me down. On the next day, mother starts dressing you and Nathan for the coming dinner. You see red all around her eyes. She's been crying, and for a long time. It hurts just to look at her. Nathan starts whining quietly. You and Nathan are dressed in the new doublets. Your tousled hair brushed into shape. Gloria is told to stay in her room. Father appears wearing his best suit. Mother is in her humble brown dress, looking pale. Grandfather has an uncharacteristically contented look about him. You hear the sound of wheels and hoofs against the cobbles in the yard. Then a pair of dainty heels come clucking. The antechamber is completely quiet and still, fearing grandfather's observant eye. The door opens. You see your guest, a beautiful, dark-haired woman in a dress of elegant, deep blue. Father takes the hand of Lady L. Ludder and kisses it, showering her in compliments. Grandfather's face is beaming in her presence. No one ever bothers to introduce mother. Did she kill her husband? Baroness, allow me to introduce you, Robert's son, Finney, and Nathan Brante. Frankly, it's his eldest, Stefan, who deserves the most attention, but currently he is studying an Eterna with other young noblemen like himself. It is my hope that his younger son will also make me proud one day. Grandfather eyes with a probing look. How will you act in front of the Baroness? Will you accept her here next to your mother, your father's rightful wife? Greet the Baroness politely. You approach Baroness Lodar and kiss her hand, following father's example. Walk away with mother. You take mother's arm and leave the hall by her side. We can maintain our composure. You greet Lady Lodar with restraint and avoid greetings too involved in the event. And avoid getting too involved in the event. Demand that mother will be introduced. You demand that father introduces mother as his wife. One of these must be true, perception or Robert Brante grateful. We can greet her politely. I think we will demand we are introducing. You follow father's example and kiss the Baroness' fingers gently. Her laughter fills the antechamber, ringing like chimes. Behind your back, you can hear mother sobbing. Grandfather nods to you in approval. Out of the corner of your eye, you see mother quietly walking upstairs. No, this is wrong. This cannot be. I'm supposed to introduce her, right? You walk up to father, look him in the eye, and ask in a voice loud enough to be heard by everyone. Why didn't he introduce mother to the guest? She is his legal wife, and your mother, is she not? Okay, now we are doing it. There is silence. Mother stops on the stairs and turns her head in surprise. Father is confused. Later starts whining again. Grandfather grins his teeth, his hand tightly gripping the heavy walking stick. You keep father transfixed by your gaze. After a few moments that feels like an eternity, he winks at you, almost imperceptibly, then adjusts his doublet and turns to your noble guest. Baroness, allow me to introduce Lydia Brante, my wife and mother to my younger children. Lydia, would you be so kind as to join us for dinner? What are you saying, Robert? Father, it would be a disgrace to hold a family dinner without the lady of the house. Father marches up the stairs and offers his hand to mother. She accepts it and walks down with a shy smile on her face. For the first time in those many days, the Baroness presses her lips in contempt at the sight. After a long moment, Grandfather finally breaks the uneasy silence and leads everyone into the dining room. Mother sits at the furthest corner of the table, claiming that she needs to watch over Nathan. There is barely any small talk over dinner, apart from the Baroness and Grandfather discussing her widowhood and inheritance litigation. Father and mother do not say a word throughout the meal, yet they no longer look as tense as the day before. There is not even a mention of any potential marriage. As soon as the door closes behind the Baroness, you flee to her bedroom and lock the door. Grandfather's heavy footstep can already be heard in the hallway. He is force of anger, eager to get his hands on you. Well, you had the nerve to interfere in the adult's affair. You ruined the dinner with the Baroness, open the door this instant and face the punishment you deserve. Then suddenly, his voice dies down. You hear Father speaking quietly. We both realize there can be no other marriage, Father. I already have a wife, and there is nothing to be done about it. I am sorry, Father, but you will have to accept it. And please, leave my son alone. He only helped me face the truth, and nothing else. Grandfather huffs and puffs, at a loss of words. You hear the head of Brante's family and his adult son retreat from the door of your room. It seems there will be no punishment today after all. Grandfather leaves for Eterna, alone. About a fortnight later, father receives a letter from Stefan. It seems grandfather told him about the incident with the Baroness, and so the letter is full of ire. What is ire? He writes that you have reminded high society about father's marriage to a low-born woman, and now the family's reputation is at stake. What was the reputation? Destiny? House of Brante? So we are 2. I guess that we lowered it. We needed a better reputation, but for that we would need to get rid of mother. We are still peaceful, that is nice. Yeah, we've read this. Father winces when he reads Stefan's letter, deep in thoughts, but mother is smiling again because of father's actions, her joy a quiet, happy glow. Yeah, so he is -2, distaste. Oh, okay, now it moved. Family unity is +1, but the reputation of family is -1. We are not disgraced yet, but it would be nice if we could get to at least a modest position without killing mother or getting rid of her. Peace is nice. Very nice. Alright, we have the last year. No, the second last year. 7 years. And if I remember correctly, it said that the game changes only from adulthood, so this is really just creating our character. So we can't change anything what happens here. Father now checks on your studies often and nitpicks you for sitting or eating or speaking in an incorrect fashion. Once he becomes so annoyed, he said that he wishes Stefan had been the one to stay home instead of you. You never expected to hear these words from your father, of all people. Grandfather's trip to the capital took longer than expected. It feels lighter around the house without his presence. You allow yourself a little change of scenery. Instead of your room, busy yourself with reading and calculations in the sitting room across from the open door to the yard. Gloria has joined you today. We haven't heard about Gloria for a long time. She has already helped you with progress through several complex passages in the book. Right now she seems preoccupied with a strange tube. Aren't you hurt by the way grandfather treats you? You ask. Gloria just shrugs. Grandfather always says, they should get rid of me. I'm used to it now. He hurts you a lot worse because you are closer to him. I just have to stay out of his way. That's it. She shows you the strange tube she has been holding all day. Look, it's a kaleidoscope. I got it as a gift. Want to see inside? Excited by the idea, you close the book and peer into the tiny hole on one end of the tube. Your eye sees a multitude of intricate patterns. Each turn of the tube reveals a new web of interwoven colors. They mesmerize you. The kaleidoscope turns the fiber burning in the fireplace into cavalry made of flames. You are riding at the front of the fiery horseman, ready to face the enemy. Grandfather's face emerges from the intersecting lines, and you swing the kaleidoscope like a sword, cutting it in half. Now you look at the blue sky through the window. The patterns are unending, secretive and calm and peaceful, just like father's smile or grandfather's invasion. Wait, so grandfather's face emerges from the... Alright, we are just looking through the kaleidoscope. The deep blue gives way to a scattering of gold radiating gentle warmth. like mother's arms. His fleeting beauty too soon gives way to your hypnotic new pattern. Again and again, you see your family in these interconnecting figures as they come together and break apart. And in the middle of this golden glow, you see Gloria's green eyes, gazing at you observantly. Your sister left you long ago. The books are abandoned, and time slips away unchecked. But you are still busy peering into the kaleidoscope. Order emerges from the chaos before your eyes again and again, but you cannot preserve it, no matter how you try. You are caught in an inner conflict. There is so much that can be done with kaleidoscope. Should you take it apart, or ask Gloria how it works, or keep enjoying the patterns it shows you? But you still have lessons to do today. We can take it apart if we have the willpower. We can learn the secrets. Keep looking through the kaleidoscope. Keep playing with the kaleidoscope as visions of warriors battled in glory reveal themselves before you. Return to your studies. You choose to finish your studies first and share the discoveries later with Gloria. I'm thinking about taking it apart or returning to studies. I think I don't want to take it apart since it is her thing. Let's return to the studies. You choose to finish your studies first and share the discoveries with Gloria later. You put the kaleidoscope away and return to studying the book. There is so much you have to discuss with Gloria. You cannot help but wonder, what things did she see there? But first, your lessons. When father walks in, he sees you hard at work over the book. He chuckles in approval, then spots the kaleidoscope on the table next to you. He puts the toy to his eye, then freezes, still for a moment, and takes him an effort to put it back down. Then he praises you for being diligent and leaves. When today's section of the book is finished, you take the toy upstairs to your sister's room and tell her what you saw in it. Gloria smiles, knowing what you felt. I once saw a ballroom full of dancers. I watched it for an entire hour. My hands even got sore. You spend a long time with your sister discussing the kaleidoscopic figures, and you feel a strong connection to her. The toy has brought you closer together, made you interconnected, just like the lines and figures in its colorful eye. Alright, determination is +1. We are free, so one more determination and we are also resolute. And willpower is -5. So it is -5. And we can get +5 or +10. Alright. Grandfather's visits are no longer cause for fear and panic in the house. He has become something you are used to, something nagging, yet not unordinary. Like a splinter or a stain on your trousers. The tension still remains, however. Sir Gregor's disdain for everyone in the house is so palpable, it almost stings for real. Your lessons with the tutor are done for today. You are walking down the stairs when you spot Gloria peeping into the sitting room through a slightly open door. You sneak upon your sister and tap her lightly on the shoulder. She is startled. Oh, it's you, Finny. Look, Sir Gregor's eating something. Grandfather is sitting on the sofa, flipping through a book with one hand, reaching for a glass bowl with another now and then. Inside the bowl you can see candied fruit, sweet confectionery forbidden to the common estate, like all sweet things. Yet grandfather's face shows no pleasure as he keeps consuming the highborn treats. Alright. The clock strikes 3. Grandfather rises from his seat. puts away the bowl on a shelf, and leaves for the yard. He always takes a walk in the city at this time. Gloria nudges you with her elbow and looks at the candy bowl. When you look at her, the first emotion you feel is fear, but next comes curiosity, and it is stronger. Stefan used to boast that candied fruit tastes incredible, and now you have a perfect opportunity to try it. You try a candied fruit first. The sugar starts to melt as soon as you put it on your tongue. It is so sweet. You have never eaten anything as good as this. You take the whole bowl off the shelf and give it to your sister. That is not a good idea, guys. That is absolutely not a good idea. She takes the fruit and brings it into her mouth, carefully, like a rare treasure. There is a thumping on the stairs, footsteps accompanied by the knocking of a walking stick. You have no idea why, but grandfather is back. You quickly hide behind the sofa and pull Gloria after you, but she is frozen in place with the bowl in her hands. The door opens. Grandfather's menacing figure advances on Gloria. His hand seizes her arm. You squalid, ungrateful, low-born child. How dare you bite the hand that feeds you? You are a trollop of a mother would be sleeping in a ditch if it weren't for my spineless son. The sweet and pleasant things in life are for the noble estate, not for the likes of you. Did you forget your lot? His hand swings and hits Gloria on the cheek. She falls to the floor right next to where you are hidden. Her fingers glisten with the warm melted sugar that brought you here. Grandfather advances, again, his walking stick ready, but then he sees you huddling behind the armchair. Please don't hurt him, Sir Brante. This is all my fault. He tried to stop me. You can already see bruise on Gloria's cheek. This is only the beginning of her punishment. Gloria was caught red-handed, unlike you. You can still avoid your punishment. What is it then, milksop? Did you try the sugar too? Or were you trying to stop this piece of filth, like she says? We can tell the truth. You did eat the candied fruit with your sister. Lie, you convinced grandfather that you were trying to stop Gloria or mock. We need grateful relationship with Gloria. You start mocking grandfather, convinced that Gloria will join you. Interesting. How could we... Are we telling the truth? I think... She wants to take the beating for us both. Like big sister. Let's tell the truth. We ate it. You stand up and tell the truth, even though it takes you an effort to do it. You actually ate a candied fruit, but the Gloria only touched it. You hope this will help your sister avoid punishment. You are quickly proven wrong. Grandfather's face is red with rage. He strikes you both with his walking stick, blow for blow. He keeps hitting you until he grows tired, and then he leaves you where you are. Soon enough, Mother comes in to find the two of you on the floor, too afraid to move. She shakes her head in disappointment. You are badly hurt and covered in bruises, yet she still forces you to kneel and recite the precepts on the lots and how important it is to follow them. We gain a relationship with him. Well, he is indifferent now, so I guess that's good. Then you stand before father and grandfather and swear never to take things that do not belong to you again. Perception +1, willpower -5. We need only one perception and the other one. That would be very interesting. But we have only 1 year left, so we would need 2 of these. The sacrament. Father and mother have been focused on Nathan anew since early morning. Instead of breakfast, you are told to say your prayers, wash your hands and faces, and get dressed in plain white shirts. Today is the day of your sacrament. Mother, I want to go play in the yard. How old was he? 2 years younger than me? 6, I think? Or even, no, 5? 3 years younger, I think? It's too young for the sacrament, isn't it? No playing today. You and Finny are big boys now, oh yes. It is time for you both to have your first sacrament. No one can live without a lot. I don't want a lot. Be quiet and listen. You are born commoners, so you must accept a lone-born lot before the twins. When you grow up, you will get a chance to earn a noble lot. Father and mother take you to the carriage. Nathan is hungry. He starts whining. Grandfather is the last to get in the carriage. His eyes are on you and your brother, looking for every fault. Soon, the carriage is moving along the streets of Anisot, slowly and solemnly. One more turn, and you see the colossal white building marked by 2 massive pillars. For the first time in your life, you are to enter the Church of the Twin Gods. So I guess there will be a chance to do something with the sword or whatever. But I assume that will lower our family's reputation even more. We will see. You enter the gate and walk under the splendorous dome of the church. The church hall is divided into 2 halls. They are drastically different from one another. The floor on one side is rough and jagged and covered in dried brown spots, while the floor on the other is made of smooth marble. The commoners kneel on the jagged floor, and the well-dressed nobles and their families sit on pews. Where are the priests? Mother and grandfather leave you to sit on one of the nobles' pews. Mother walks to the rough stone of the commoner's side and gets down on her knees. You see her wince in pain, for the low-born estate shall suffer in the house of faith. The church acolytes surround you and lead you to the altar, where you and other children will take your sacrament this day. Before you stands a tall priest dressed in black with a sword in one hand and hefty whip in the other. Nathan's whining grows louder. He dislikes the place. He is scared. You remain quiet, but your stomach rolls in uneasy anticipation. The first child to take the sacrament is a jaunty little boy from a family of nobles. The priest extends the sword before him and recites the word of his lot. From this day forth, he will fight and rule and pursue the arts, his mind now forever free from the throes of suffering, for he now belongs to the noble lot. The boy proudly touches the flat on the blade with his lips. Nathan is next to receive the sacrament. He suddenly snaps out of a fearful trance and tries to break free, but the acolyte pulls him towards the altar and throws him on the jagged floor on the low-born side. The sharp edge bites into Nathan's knees as he lands, spraying drops of red around him. Yeah, that's too young. Beat children when they are older. Come on, guys. I don't wanna, Finny. Why do they want to whip me? What did I do? You try to break free and run to Nathan's side. You want to give him courage and protect him, but the acolyte's grip on you is too firm. You feel utterly helpless. Your little brother has to face the world all by himself. priest starts reciting the words of the lot as he swings the lash over Nathan's shoulder. From this day, Nathan, thou shalt endure and work and suffer. Thou shalt be ardent in thy labor and humble in obedience to thy rulers. And now cometh thy first true suffering, which thou must accept with gratitude. It's not first suffering, he was living with grandfather, come on. The leash cracks. It strikes his right shoulder. It strikes his left shoulder. The blows are so powerful that Nathan falls to the floor. The priest tells him to rise. He has received his lot. Nathan gets on his feet and drags himself towards Mother, his knees torn and bloodied, his spirit broken. It is your turn. Your feet will not move. You can barely muster enough strength to walk to the altar. You get down on your knees and feel the sharp stones below. So sharp your clothing cannot protect you. Your skin begins to burn. The acolyte forces your head down, and you feel the lash being drawn above you, ready to strike. The priest's words are for you now. This is thy sacrament. Thou shalt work and endure and suffer. Thou art about to receive thy first true suffering by the sacred lash. Dost thou accept thy lot? You can accept it. You humbly accept the commoner's lot. You can raise your head by determination. Raise your head defiantly and stand up. Catch the leash. You catch the leash before it strikes your shoulder, or kiss the sword. You defy the rite of the sacrament and kiss the priest's sword. We have the willpower to do it. It's interesting that this is on the determination, willpower. I'm thinking about accepting it. We can still kiss the sword. That would mean that we would be the nobles. Well, it doesn't mean that we would be the nobles, would it? It would mean that we broke the rules somehow, I guess. You defy the rite of the sacrament, kiss the priest's sword. If we can catch the leash. You humbly accept the commoner's lot. I'm thinking about accepting it. Accepting or kissing the sword. Let's kiss the sword. We have the willpower. We defy the rite of sacrament and kiss the priest's sword. The whip slices through the air, above the strike, but your eyes are transfixed on the blade the priest holds in his other hand. You jump up and away. The leash misses you. You grab the blade with your hands. It cuts into them without mercy. The priest wrenches it away from your bloodied fingers. You look him straight in the eye. So we are cut with the sword. I am Finney of House Brante. The priest freezes in shock. You seize the moment to pull the sword closer and kiss the smooch, cold blade. You hear cries of outrage amongst the churchgoers. Mother prostrates herself on the jagged floor, wrecked with fear. Father remains still, baffled by what you have just done. But grandfather looks at you intensely, as though truly seeing you for the first time. There is a semblance of respect in his gaze. You are forced back to the commoner's place at the altar. The acolytes seized you by the arms and legs and keep your face bent closely to the bloodied, jagged stones of the floor. The lash strikes you, your right shoulder, then your left shoulder. Then you are told to rise. You are a commoner. Mother takes your hand and leads you out of the church. Once you are outside, she scolds you for being insubordinate and brings shame to your family. And that's something that I was afraid of. Nathan holds your hand as you walk, his tearful face of a mixture of confusion and awe as he looks into your eyes. Aren't we like a cat with the sword because we held it with both of our hands? But do not feel as though you have made a mistake. You did what was right for you. Gregor, relations +1, indifference. Are we actually getting his approval? I think a mother was +2? +3. Yeah, +2 is sympathy. Is 0. +1 is indifference. Both our siblings are indifferent, which is kind of strange because we spend a lot of time with Gloria, right? So we still need 2 points with Gregor. But it's interesting that he likes us, or not likes us, but going from -2 to +0. Oh. Okay. So we gained determination, we lost perception, and lost 10 willpower. I don't know if I wanted to lose perception, actually. Determination is 4, which is nice. But I would really like to get 2 perceptions. And willpower, we had 20, now we are 0. We need more willpower. You've taken your first sacrament and received the commoner's lot. Brains a different lot during your sacrament. Alright. Event has happened. Conditions. Willpower is more than 0 and we kiss the sword. You challenge the sacred order and attempt to seize a noble lot. Juvenile, leave your childhood years behind you. Really? Childhood's end. The mark left on you by the sacrament takes a long, long time to heal. Mother says is a reminder of your lot, suffering and sufferance, pain and patience. Gloria shows you the mark of the leash on her shoulder. One day, it will never disappear. You are a commoner now. This is the lot you were born into. But Father keeps telling you to study hard, so you may yet earn a different lot and become a noble of the mantle. You recall the past with warm sadness, when Stefan still lived with you, or when he wrote to you for a time shortly after he left. Now he thinks it's beneath him to write to the commoners in his family. Mother didn't lock herself in the bedroom as often back then. This changed shortly before Nathan was born. But most importantly, you miss the time before the terrifying figure of your grandfather was constantly looming over you. You learn the true power of the lot only after the head of family's arrival. In grandfather's eyes, no commoner deserves to be treated with kindness. Is it just him, or is the way of the entire world? Your very thoughts makes you queasy. You are older now, and what's more, you are an elder brother now. You've learned how to take care about someone else, how to teach and protect. Soon you are a small boy no longer. As the days pass, play gradually gives way to labor or study. Now your choices will decide your place in the bizarre and ruthless world of adulthood. Your childhood years are over. Interesting. I thought that we have still 1 year. Personal life, family. Interesting. This was our destiny. Does it mean that it is? It is our personality. Personal qualities that we have accumulated in childhood. They will convert into adult qualities at the end of chapter 2, adolescence. So we'd still need to increase these two. Resolution is nice, but I want the intuition to insightful. We haven't died, and we know there was a possible event to die, and there was also a possible event for swords for training, I think. So we got 2 events, right? We got the not spiders, the ants, and kissing the sword. Interesting. And I think that is it for this episode, chapter 1. It is a very interesting game. I am very curious what will happen. Childhood was very, very interesting. We will see what happens in chapter 2 in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.